Brother, a house divided cannot stand. How can you live your life so inauthentically and think that you're somehow getting over on other people? You're not getting over on anybody but yourself. Because that is the ultimate form of self-betrayal, self-abandonment. You have this relationship with yourself where you're not even congruent. Your integrity has holes in it. And you're deconstructing your character with every decision that you're making. The lies, the self-deception, the things that you do when no one's looking or you think no one's looking, because here's the reality. Someone is watching, and it's you. And see, because all these things that you're doing just give you the instant gratification, you know deep down inside that you really feel ashamed about it. Because had people really know what you're doing when no one's looking, you would be embarrassed. So think about the amount of denial and how thick your walls of self-deception would have to be to live like that every day. How do I know? Because I lived like that before myself. The shame and guilt, the inauthenticity, the facade, the mask that you have to wear every day. And then here's the problem. Here's the mask, and then the mask falls off. And then what's there? The pain, the shame. And then how do I cover up the pain and the shame? With the anger. Somebody holds up the proverbial mirror and says, hey, look in the mirror. And I'm like, how dare you force me to have to look at a part of me that I have to separate myself from and live in denial about every single day. See, the people in your life, they love you so much that they constantly hold up that mirror to you. And now you're in a place, because you haven't been willing to change, that you resent them for that. You resent the people in your life for holding up the mirror and reflecting back to you who you're not and who you want to be, and the division and the chasm between who I am right now and who I want to be, where I'm going if I do nothing, and where I want to live. You should be so grateful for those people. Those are the people in your life that truly care about you. Because guess what? If they didn't, they wouldn't say anything. They would co-sign your maladaptive behavior and let you live in denial and self-deception as your life slowly eroded around you. Because let me tell you right now, there is a shelf life on what you're doing. There is a shelf life on what you're doing. And there is an hourglass somewhere on a desk and on a table, and inside of it is the sand that is metaphorical, that is a metaphor of your life. And it's slowly dwindling down to its last grain. And guess what? You're going to come to a place in your life where it's too late. You're scared of the real you. You're scared of living a selfless life. A life of servant leadership. See, you wonder why the people in your life, you wonder why you've had to isolate yourself to a point where you just do what you want to do. It's what you want to do. You don't consider and think about other people because you've always just done you. But guess what? Doesn't matter how much you provide for the people around you, because they're not going to remember. They're not going to remember what you gave them. They're not going to remember how much money you had. Those are the things that are never talked about at a funeral. You know what they're going to remember most out of everything? How you made them feel.